Namo Buddhaya, most respected Bhikkhu Sangha and venerable monks, and all the Upasakas and Upasikas who have joined online. Very, very hearty welcome to Mahabodhi Society, Mahabodhi Lokashanti Buddha Vihara for the Sunday program. Today we are going to start now the puja. We have offered flowers, Deepa, Dhupa, Puja. Today's puja we dedicate to the family who are also offering Sangadana. Today we offer puja dedicated to mother of Nalini and Jayasri Amma, Mother Vedavalli, who passed away on 25th, 5, that is May. May she gain much merits and progress towards enlightenment. And also we dedicate in the name of Chetan, brother of our old student Atulya, and the today Sangadana is offered by Mr. Raju and family in the name of Chetan, who passed away recently due to health complications. May Chetan share all the merits. And we also offer today's puja in the name of Upasika Evelyn from Singapore. Evelyn is always ever present with us, like she is in Mahabodhi Society in Bangalore only. So she has dedicated this Sangadana especially in the name of our Buddha Datta Banteji and Sangha members. May a lot of merits come to you and all of us. And we also share punya with the members of ABM Samaj Prabodhan Samstha Pune. Yesterday night, just the 5 oxygen concentrators are donated by them. ABM Samaj Prabodhan Samstha Pune. So may all the members, everybody who was associated with the donation of these 5 oxygen concentrators, may you share all the punya. And today we also share all the merits and best wishes to all of you who have joined online. All your family members rejoice in this puja and rejoice in the qualities of the supremely enlightened Buddha, and rejoice that you are able to give this time and participate and give metta to all people for the freedom from suffering, freedom from COVID, freedom from all kinds of problems, so that if that intention is generated strongly, surely it will have its own effect. So with this mind, let us do Buddha Puja now. High powers.
भी लगाना किधर हो जाएगा मगर आपका आवाज कम है मेरा कम हाथ से करना पड़ेगा अरहं सम्मा सम्बुद्धो भगवा बुद्धं भगवन्तं अभिवादे स्वाखातो भगवता धम्मो धम्मं नमस्सामि सुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावक संघो संघं नमामि नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा इति पिसो भगवा अरहं सम्मा सम्बुद्धो विचाचरण संपन्नो सुगतो लोकविदो अनुत्तरो पुरिसधम्म सारथि सथा देवमनुस्सानं भूतो भगवति नमो तस्सा सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा एच बुद्धा अतीता च एच बुद्धा अनागता पच्चुपन्ना च ये बुद्धा वन्दामि सपदा नत्थि मे शरणं अन्यं बुद्धो मे शरणं वरम् एतेन सच्च वाच्चेन होतु ते जयमङ्गलम् उत्तमङ्गेन वन्देऽहं पादपांसु वरुत्तमम् बुद्धेयो खलितो दोषो बुद्धो खमतु तं मम बुद्धं यावन्निप्पानपर्यन्तं शरणं भवता धम्मो सन्दिट्ठिको अकालिको येहि पासिको अपनयिको पश्चात् वेदितपो विन्योहिति नमो तस्स नियानिका सधम्मसा ये च धम्मां अतीता च ये च धम्मा अनागता पच्चुपन्ना च ये धम्मा अहं वन्दामि सपदां नत्थि मे शरणं अन्यं धम्मो मे शरणं वरम् एतेन सच्च वाच्चेन होतु ते जयमङ्गलम् उत्तमङ्गेन वन्देऽहं धम्मं च द्विविधं वरम् धम्मेयो खलितो दोषो धम्मो खमतु तं मम धम्मं यावन्निप्पानपर्यन्तं शरणं गच्छामि सुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावक संघो
Ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapadipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samichi patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidan chattari purisa yugani Atha purisa puggala Yesa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyang keta lokasati Namo tassa tariya puggala mahasanghasa Yecha sangha atita cha Yecha sangha anagata Pachopanna chaye sangha aham vantami sapada Nati me sarana kanyang sangho me saranam varam Etena sachavajena hotu de jayamagalam Uttamangena vandeya sanghanchati viduttama Sangheya khalito doso sangho khamatu dhammama Sanghanya vanipa na pariyantang saranang gaccham Evam buddhang sarantana dhamma sangham ca bhikkhavo bhayang vacham vitattam balo mahasona esati ghanasara paditena dipena tamadhansina Tilokadipang sambutang pujayami tamonudang Ganda samparayotena dupena ham sugandhina Pujaye pujaniyanta puja bhajanamuttamam Vannagantha gunopeta etang kusuma santati Pujayami munindasa siripada saroruhe Pujemi bhutang kusumena nena Punnena metena cahotu mokkam Upang milayati yatha idam me Kayo tathayati vinasa bhavam Nirodha sammapatito uttahitva nisinnasaviya Bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Imina dipena dupena upena Pujemi 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 Imang dipadho papu papu jatina Masakala sambuddhanam Paccheka buddhanam Gasavakanam Mahasavakanam Arahantana Pakati silam Aham pite sanganuvattakomi Imani puppani vande napi suvannam Gandhe napi sugandha Santane napi susantana Kipameva dupanna Dugandha dusantana Papuni sati Evameva sabbe sankhara anicca sabbe sankhara dukkha sabbe dhamma anattati imaya dhamma no dhamma patipattiya buddhaṃ puje Imaya dhamma dhamma patipattiya dhammaṃ puje Imaya dhamma dhamma patipattiya sanghaṃ puje Vandami cetiyaṃ sappatthāni supatitthitaṃ Saririka dhātu mahabodhi buddha rūpaṃ sakalam Yassa mule nisenno va sabbari vijayannaka Pato sabbanyutang sattva vande tang bodhipadapam Imete mahabodhing lokanatena pujitam Aham pite namasami bodhiraja namatute Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Vibhati padibhāhāya sappa sampati siddhya Sabba dukkhaṃ vinasāya sabba bhaya vinasāya Sabba rogaṃ vinasāya bhavediga yugadayakam Sabba lokaṃ hitatthaaya paritāṃ taṃ vanamahe Samanta cakkavalesu atra gaccantu devata Saddhammaṃ munirājasa sunantu sagga mokkadaṃ Dhamma savana kalo ayam bhadanta Dhamma savana kalo ayam bhadanta Dhamma savana kalo ayam bhadanta Parita savana kalo ayam bhadanta Namo tassa bhagavato samma sambuddhassa Yani dhabutani samagatani Bhumma nivaya niva antalike Sabbe babhuta sumana bhavantu Adhopi sakaca sunantu bhasita Tasmahi bhuta nisameta sabbe Metang karota manusiya pajaya divacharato chaharanti evale tasmahine rakata pamata yangenchivita idavahurangva Sakke suvayang ratanang panita nano samangati tathagatena idampi buddhe ratana panitang ete nasache nasuvati hotu hayam viraga amadang panitang yadha jaga sakya muni samahito nate nadhamme nasamati genche idampi dhamme ratana panita ete nasache nasuvati hotu yang buddha seto parivanna suci samadhimanantarika nyamahu samadhina tena samona vichate idam pidhamme ratanam parita etena sachena suvathi hotu ye puggala pasata chattari etani yugani honte te dakineya sugata sasavaka ete sudinani mahapalani idampi sanghe ratanam panita etena sachena suvati hotu yesu payota manasa dalena Nikamino Gotama Sasanami Epatipata Amatang Vikaiha Tatamudani Kutimbunjamana Idam Pisanghe Ratana Panitang Etena Sache Nasuvati Hotu Yadindakilo Pataving Sitosiya Chatupivate Yasa Pakampiyo Tatupama Sapurisang Vadami Yo Ariya Sachani Avecha Pasati Idam Pisanghe Ratanam Panita etena sachena suvati hotu ye ariya sachani vibhavayanti gambhira panena sudesitani genchapite honti bhusappamata nate bhavangattamang adiyanti idam pisanghe etena sachena suvati hotu sabhava sada sana sampadaya daya sudhamma jahita bhavanti sakkaya ditti vijikichitancha silapatang vapi yadati Chatuhapaye Ichavipamuto Chachavidhanani Abhakokatum Idampi Sanghe Ratanang Panita Etena Sachena Suvati Hotu Inchapi Sokamma Karoti Papaka Kayena Vacha Udacheta Sava Abhaposota Sabate Chadaya Abhapata Dita Pada Sabuta Idampi Sanghe Ratana Panitang Etena Sachena Suvati Hotu Vanapagumhe Yatha Pusitake Gimhanamase Pathamasmi Gimhe Tathopama Dhammavaram Adesai Nippanagami Paramangitaya Idampi Bhute Ratanang Panita Etena Sachena Suvati Hotu Varo Varanyo Varado Varaharo Anuttaro Dhamma Varangkadesai Idampi Bhute Ratanam Panita Etena Sachena Suvati Hotu Inang Purana Navanati Sambhava Viratta Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmi Ekena Vija Avirulli Chanda Nipanti Dira Yathayam Patipo Idampi Sanghe Paneta Etena Sachena Suvati यानि भूतानि समागतानि ब्रह्माणि वायानि वा अन्तरिक्षे तथागतं देवमनुस्सपूजितं बुद्धं नमस्सामि सुवाति होतु यानि भूतानि समागतानि ब्रह्माणि वायानि वा अन्तरिक्षे तथागतं देवमनुस्सपूजितं धम्मं नमस्सामि सुवाति होतु यानि भूतानि समागतानि ब्रह्माणि वायानि वा अन्तरिक्षे तथागतं देवमनुस्सपूजितं संघं नमस्सामि सुवाति होतु एतेन सच्चवाचेन स्तुतिते होतु सर्वदा एतेन सच्चवाचेन सर्वदुःखा विनाशतो एतेन सच्चवाचेन सर्वभया विनाशतो एतेन सच्चवाचेन सर्वरोगा विनाशतो एतेन सच्चवाचेन होतु ते जयमङ्गलम् एतेन सच्चवाचेन पातु ते रत्नत्रयं सप्पीतियो विवाचन्तो सप्परोगो विनाशतो माते भवतु अन्तरायो सुखे दीर्घायुको भवतु सप्पमङ्गलं रक्षन्तु सप्पदेवता सप्पबुद्धानुभावेन सदा सोति भवन्तु ते भवतु सप्पमङ्गलं रक्षन्तु सप्पदेवता सप्पधम्मानुभावेन सदा सोति भवन्तु ते भवतु सप्पमङ्गलं रक्षन्तु सप्पदेवता सप्पसङ्गानुभावेन सदा सोति भवन्तु ते नखतया खभूतानां पापगः निवारण परितस्सानुभावेन हन्तु ते उपादवे देवो वसतु कालेन सस्य सम्पत्ति हेतु च पीतो भवतु लोको च राजा भवतु धम्मिको यं दुर्निमित्त अवमङ्गलं च यो च मनापो सकुना ससत्तो पापगहो दुःसुभिनं अकन्त बुद्धानुभावेन विना धम्मानुभावेन विनाशमेन्तो संघानुभावेन विनाशमेन्तो आकाशट्ठा च भूमट्ठा देवानागा महीथिका पुण्यन्ता अनुमोदित्वा चिरं रक्षन्तु शासनं चिरं रक्षन्तु देशनं चिरं रक्षन्तु मम परम् एतावता च अम्मेहि सम्पदं पुण्यसम्पदं सब्बे देवा अनुमोदन्तु सब्बे भूता अनुमोदन्तु सब्बे सत्ता अनुमोदन्तु सब्ब सम्पत्ति सिद्धिया निब्बान सम्पत्ति सिद्धिया इदन्नो ज्ञातिना होतु सुखिता होन्तु ज्ञातयो Idanno Nyatina Otu Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo Idanno Nyatina Hotu Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo Sabbe Buddha Balapata Pachekana Chayambala Arahantana Chatejena Rakham Bandhami Sabbaso Sabbe Dhamma Balapata Ariya Sachananchayambala Dhamma Chakka Satejena Rakham Bandhami Sabbaso Sabbe Sangha Balapata Vimuttanam Chayambala Sasanam Sate Jena Rakha Bandhami Sabbaso Kayena Vacha Chittena Pamadena Maya Kata Achayam Kamame Pante Gori Panya Tathagata Kayena Vacha Chittena Pamadena Maya Kata Achayam Kamame Dhammo Sanditthiko Akaliko Kayena Vacha Chittena Pamadena Maya Gata Ajayam Kamame Sangho Punyaketa Anuttaram Imina Punyakamena Mame Balasamagamo Satan Samagamo Yavanippanapatiya Idang me punya kamma Asavakayang vahang Otu Sabbadukha pamucchatu Nibbana sapacayo hotu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
पुण्य करने के लिए है ना जब तक पुण्य चलता है
Thank you, beta. Thank you.
Namo Buddhaya. First of all, I pay homage to the Triple Gem. Just now we did the puja, very beautiful Ratana Sutta and all other pujas. It's a great privilege in our life if we can understand a little bit of Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha and pay homage. And then I pay homage to our Bada Bhanteji, Most Venerable Acharya Buddha Rakita Mahathera, who yesterday we celebrated Foundation Day. That's why you can see the photo of Bada Bhanteji here. We are all very grateful to Bada Bhanteji. Because of him, we are here today. Because of Bada Bhanteji, we have all the facilities for the study of Dhamma, practice of Dhamma, preaching of Dhamma, learning, meeting great venerable monks, teachers. Our Bada Bhanteji has opened the floodgates of Dhamma. So much of great blessing he has given. So homage to Bada Bhanteji, homage to Kassapa Bhanteji, our abbot and our chief monk and president of our Mahabodhi. He is in Buddha Gaya. Yesterday, he gave online Dhamma discourse and blessings, and he blessed all the monks, all the upasakas, all the members on the occasion of the foundation of our Mahabodhi Society. So I'm happy to convey that to all of you, those who did not hear yesterday. And I pay homage to Buddha Datta Bhanteji and Jnanarakita Bhante, Sugatananda Bhante, and all the wonderful Bhikkhu Sangha here, so dedicatedly, selflessly working. And today, Buddha Datta Bhanteji is back after nearly a week of meditation retreat, and Sugatananda Bhanteji is just now arrived from our Mahabodhi Dhammaduta Center. Today he is going to give the discourse. Soon Bhanteji will be going to Hyderabad as in charge of our Mahabodhi Hyderabad branch. So today he is going to give the discourse, and Buddha Datta Bhanteji will be giving the Shila, and also Trisarana Panchashila, Jnanarakita Bhante, and Buddha Datta Bhante will be teaching meditation. So lot of blessings you will get from so many Bhantes. This is not simple, no? It is not easy. So many Bhantes are giving you blessing. Now, Trisarana and Panchashila. I welcome all of you, those who joined little late. I welcome one and all to the Mahabodhi Society Bengaluru, Lokashanti Buddha Vihara, for this Sunday program. I wish you all the best and enjoy the program.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear Upasaka and Upasika who are online, now I request all of you to take Tisarana and Panchashila. So from here, I will first say, and then you, all the Upasaka and Upasika, repeat after me. As all of you are known. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. 3 times. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinnādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kāme sumicchācara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musāvāda veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Sura meraya majjapama datthana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Tisaranena saddhiṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammam sādhukam surakkhitam katva appamādena sīlaṃ sampadetha. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te.
माइक्रोफोन मेडिटेशन सती से करना जरूरी है ना, वो तो माइक है. Namo Buddhaya. Homage to the Triple Gem, homage to Bhadabandiji, homage to Kasabante and the Holy Sangha. Thank you, Bante, for giving me an opportunity to guide the meditation session. Blessings and metta to all of you, those who are listening to us on this beautiful Sunday morning, what could be a blessed time, occasion to lead the meditation. Having offered our worship Having paid our gratitude to the Triple Sem, having got established in the Sila, now it is the right time to take up the meditation and to cultivate our mind. Meditation is the medication for the mind. Meditation is the nurturing the mind. Meditation is just like giving food to our mind. Meditation is the mental exercise whereby you know all the potentials of the mind and to develop these potentials and perfect it further and further and purify the mind. The mind by nature is luminous, but it is covered by the defilements, the external enemies, they cover this mind. So through meditation, we can let this mind to shine. So without taking much time, let us meditate. Sit down comfortably. Relax your body. Keep your body upright. Your back and neck should be straight. You can place your right hand on the left, on the right leg on the left, or any posture which is suitable to you. Close your eyes. Feel relaxed your whole body. From the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet. Completely relaxed. Feel lighter and lighter in the body and lighter in the mind. Feel happy and joyful. Feel fortunate that you have this beautiful opportunity to practice together along with the Sangha. Bring all the positive thoughts into your mind. How lucky I am, how blessed I am, having born as a human being with all my sense faculties are healthy, a healthy body and mind, and to get this precious Dhamma, to come in contact with so many Bhantes, and to get an opportunity to be blessed. At times when we have opportunity to practice this during this sasana, feel very happy and peaceful. Now bring all your attention, your mindfulness onto your breath. Focus your mind at the entrance of your nose or at the tip of your nose. Focusing your mind at this area, you now keep observing your own breath. Start observing the in and out breath as it comes in, as it goes out. Let go of your thoughts. Let go of your thoughts about the past. Let go of the jungle of memories. Don't go and lust in this memory. Even so, don't go up to the wilderness of the future. Remaining focused and mindful of your incoming and outgoing breath. Live in the present. The normal and bare breath. Just be mindful that much. Just do it rightly. Just do it correctly. Never letting go your mind to anywhere. Establish your mindfulness on your breathing. You can feel the breath as it goes in and out at your upper lip. You can even watch your breath at your stomach. If you feel your breath clearly, you can do that. But the objective should be to keeping your mind on one object. To develop the mindfulness, that should be our aim. Remain very alert. Be aware, be attentive. Not a single breath should miss your attention. Don't run after the mental imagination or thoughts. Just be with your breath peacefully. The more and more you are focused, the mind will become still and settle down. The mind will not proliferate. And this mind is your best friend. The Buddha says, the trained mind brings happiness. An untrained and unruled, uncontrolled mind brings a lot of unsatisfactoriness. brings agitation. Anapanasati, this is called the breathing meditation. If you have time to breathe, you have time to meditate. And this breath is there all the time. So make friendship with your breath. Then you are at ease. Take care of your mind carefully. Watch your thoughts and emotions. Don't run after. The mental objects. Whenever your mind becomes restless, you can inhale and exhale deeply and bring it again. Time and again you have to do that. You have to strengthen this mind with mindfulness and wisdom, clearly knowing the things as they are, cultivating the faculties and putting the right efforts, right mindfulness and right concentration. Okay, with this tranquil and peaceful mind, we will end the session with radiating universal love, the loving kindness towards yourself and towards all living beings. With a joyful heart, with a peaceful heart, with full of metta, you wish yourself, may I be happy and peaceful. May I be free from suffering, dangers, disease and sickness. May I grow in the path of Dhamma and blessings. May I live happily, peacefully. May my teachers, parents and relatives and friends be happy and peaceful. May they grow in the path of Dhamma and blessings. May they be free from suffering. May they attain to the bliss of Nibbana. May all the Dhamma teachers be well and happy. May all the Bhantes, may they have insight and wisdom into their practice. May they dwell at peace. May they grow in the path of Dhamma and be liberated. And then you make your metta universal, touching every living being, every sentient beings, countless beings on this earth. May all beings, without any exception, throughout this universe, be well and happy. May they be safe and secure. May they be free from mental and physical suffering. May they have the happy minds and grow in the path of Sila, Samadhi and Panya and be liberated. Sabbe satta sukhino bhavantu. Like that you radiate metta to all beings. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada soddhi bhavantu te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, you may open your eyes now and relax.
Now I request Suvidananda Bhandeji to give today's discourse.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Triple Gem, Bada Bhanteji and all the Bhikkhu Sangha. And welcome to all the lay devotees who are attending online. As because of this COVID situation and lockdown, it is difficult to travel to come to Vihara. But then you can always listen to the Dhamma discourses, attend meditation sessions that are done online. So you have got this wonderful opportunity to learn and to practice and try to put forth as much effort as possible, simply because you do not know when you are going to die. Today I was coming from our meditation center, Mahabodhi Dhamma Vihara, and I saw many people on the road going in vehicles
some people going by walking. So then I thought, oh, where all these people go, even in lockdown, where do these people go? If you go and ask them, they may say that I'm going to this place or that place, this work or that work. But they are going surely towards one place, the place towards death. All of those people going on the road are going to die. All of the people sitting here in this hall are going to die. All of the people who are listening online are also going to die. There is no escape from this. Once you are born, it is foregone conclusion. You will die. But you don't have to be depressed or sad about it. The Buddha told us to contemplate about aging and sickness and death and all associated suffering. But he told us to reflect on them wisely, not to be sad or depressed about them. Because by being sad or depressed, you don't solve the aging, sickness, and death problem. You don't solve the problem of suffering. On the contrary, by being sad or depressed or unhappy, you actually multiply the suffering. Because then you have two problems. One is already there, this changing nature of the body, which you can't do much. And then you have a mental suffering. You can't do much and you are suffering because you can't do much and you are struggling. This is why Lord Buddha told us to contemplate on the nature of life. I am subject to aging. I am subject to sickness. I am subject to death. I am subject to separation from all the people near and dear ones. And I will be inheriting the results of my actions, good or bad, whatever it is. So these 5 contemplations, Lord Buddha told us we should do every day, whether women or men, whether monastic people or lay people, for all people, he said, everybody should contemplate, because that is the sum and substance of this existence. But when we reflect on them wisely, then we are not depressed or sad. We know it is supposed to be like this. All living beings have their suffering, whether it is at the realm of the human beings, whether it is at the realm of divine beings, whether it is at the realm of lower beings, whatever it is, doesn't matter. The level of suffering may be different, but they have their own type of suffering. Rich people have their suffering, poor people have their suffering, sick people have their suffering, healthy people have their suffering. So this is universal. When the father or mother or relative of the rich person dies, they also cry or lament or feel bad, feel sad. When the father or mother or other relatives of the poor person dies, they also cry, lament, feel sad, feel unhappy. So the way of feeling the suffering does not differ. These are external things, external levels we apply. Indian people, American people, Chinese people, Korean people, German people, or other cultures or other foods or other whatever it is, whether it is based on the wealth, whether it is based on the community, whether it is based on anything, any level that we may put. But these levels are not ultimate levels. Ultimately, beings have their body, beings have their mind. And when their heart is not at ease, when their heart is not at ease, they all have suffering. We say disease, no? Disease. Dis-ease, which is not at ease, which is not at ease, not peaceful, not settled down, which keeps on struggling, which struggles and therefore it suffers. And it struggles because it has obsession, obsession of liking, obsession of disliking. This is what we call the noble truth, Arya Satya. Craving, aversion, liking, disliking. But this is what? This is the obsession of our own heart, not the obsession of other people. People say so and so is obsessed about whatever it is, whether it is money or name or fame or beauty or anything. Anything. But they aren't obsessed with that thing as such. They are obsessed in their own mind because of their own craving. They're obsessed by craving. They aren't obsessed by the things as such. They're obsessed by craving. The things are as same. Some people are obsessed by money. Some people are not obsessed by money. Some people are obsessed by name and fame. Some people are not. So name and fame or the money or whatever it is, it remains the same. It is just some people have obsession in their heart, that craving some people don't have or have less. That's all. So your obsession is in the heart, not in the things. Even many suttas also, Lord Buddha said, the wise people let the world be, but do not allow themselves to be overtaken by greed, hatred, etc. So our whole purpose of practicing dana, sila, bhavana, or sila, samadhi, panya, is to know this obsession, is to know this obsession exists in my heart. Majority of the people do not understand that there is this obsession of liking, disliking, greed or aversion, ignorance in our heart. So therefore, what they think they should do, whatever their impulsive decisions are, they do. And it may give some moment of temporary relief from the unhappy feeling, I say. Because it gives rise to happy feelings. But those happy feelings can't be retained for all times. So basically what we rely on most of the times to seek happiness is just the feelings, these feelings. Whatever the feelings are, we try to grasp at the pleasant feelings, try to push away the unhappy feelings, but just these feelings, that's all. And because our obsession is strong, so whenever this pleasant feeling comes, it rushes on to grasp. Whenever this unpleasant feeling comes, again another obsession rushes on to grasp and fights with it. Why has it come? Why has it come? But the feelings are just the feelings, that their nature is to come and go. That's their fundamental nature. So we can't have, it is not possible to have ease of heart depending on them. Because they will come and they will go. And when they go away, the feeling that we wish to depend upon, we wish to rely upon, thinking this is reliable, and when it goes away, then we have nothing. Then we have nothing. Then we are at loss. What to do now? What to do now? And then again, after some time, it changes because mind has this liking and disliking. It goes on to grasp another thing. They forget about this. That's why people, when they die, somebody dies in the family, Then people, you might have seen, it's unwise, but people do like this. They cry and lament and shout and scream. And then after some time, the dead body is taken away. Then it is cremated or buried or whatever. And then after some days, some months, some years, people again goes on to new things, tries. I mean, basically what they try another object of their craving. This unhappy feeling doesn't stay with them for long. And again, what they were happy feelings they chase doesn't stay with them for long also. And the ease of heart never appears. To rely on these objects, especially whatever, all these feelings come from where? All these feelings come from the sense contacts. Passa, sense contact. And so sense contact, it conditions Passa Pachaya Vedana feeling. And then it conditions craving, clinging, which is what we call obsession. First, there are sense contacts with the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Then there are depending on them, feelings arise, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. Then there is, oh, I want this, or I don't want this, or I don't know what to do with this, that is ignorance. And then based on that, they want to grasp, whether when they say, I want this, they grasp. When they say, I don't want this, again they grasp. And so after grasping again and again, then it becomes an obsession. This is clinging. They cannot live without grasping. The beings cannot live without grasping. And the more they grasp, their heart is more at unease. So it is a cycle they create. We only create, other people don't create it for us. And the more we create, more it becomes burdensome, heavier and heavier and heavier. That's why in the first noble truth also Lord Buddha said, Sankitena Panchapadana Khanda Dukkha. Whenever we are obsessed with these 5 aggregates and we cling to them, then it will become suffering. Can't stop. Nobody can. This is the first noble truth itself. So we do not understand this obsession of our heart, then we can never be free from suffering. There is no way we can be free from suffering. There is no way anybody else can make us free from suffering. So the teachings the Lord Buddha gave is to know that there is this obsession about things, about obsession of liking, obsession of disliking. It does not set my heart at ease. It makes it uneasy, uncomfortable. It is not the right way to rely on the feelings, whether it is, howsoever good it is, howsoever wonderful it is, feelings, or howsoever wholesome objects you may focus on, or wholesome actions you may focus on. Those feelings aren't going to stay with you forever. You can do wonderful dana. It is good to do dana because we have greed and craving, attachment, stinginess. So when we do dana, we reduce this obsession. That is the purpose of doing dana. So when we delight in the dana, we delight in non-obsession, not in the act of just doing the dana. I have done this dana. That's not the right way of delighting in dana. Delighting in non-obsession. Oh, this is the reduction of greed. This is the reduction of my obsession. This is the reduction of clinging. So the whole practice of the Eightfold Path, everything, whether it is right view or right intention, sammaditi, sammasankappo, or right speech, or right action, or right livelihood, or right effort, or right mindfulness, or right meditative absorption, whatever, all these factors are the factors that leads us to freedom from obsession of our heart. So that's why they are designed like that. That's why you take any of the factors, Eightfold Path, anything, and you analyze them, you practice them. Nobody can say, this is what leads to obsession. This is what leads to obsession of liking and disliking, craving and aversion. That's not their purpose. Their purpose is just the opposite. This is what reduces the obsession of liking and disliking. Phenomena is just as it is. It is our obsession that makes us suffer. There was a farmer at the time of Lord Buddha. He was having a field. So he started sowing some paddy. And Lord Buddha used to go near Savatthi Jetavana. And Lord Buddha used to go on that path next to his field for the alms round every day. And he would just ask the farmer, oh, how are you doing like this? And he became friendly with Lord Buddha. And then Lord Buddha knew this is not the right time to teach. I will teach him at the right time. And then every day he will go and ask. Then he became friendly and he became respectful. And then after some time, his paddy started coming up. And then it became very nice, green paddy field. And then it started ripening. And then he thought, oh, this maybe because Lord Buddha is passing through this area, and so I should offer him something when this paddy is ripened, and then I will offer him some rice or something out of this. And then Lord Buddha knew that there is something else going to happen. So every day he would go, and then one day what happened, there was a huge torrential rain in the night, and then all the crops were destroyed in that area, including the farmers' crops. The next day also Lord Buddha, morning time, went on alms round. And then the farmer was very sad and depressed because his whole field was gone. Then he saw Lord Buddha coming, and then he went and paid respect. And then he said, Lord Buddha, this field is all destroyed. I thought I will offer you something, but then I am so unhappy, so sad, depressed now because all my crops are gone. Then Lord Buddha said, is it because of your crops are gone then you are unhappy? He said, yes, because of that only I am unhappy. Lord Buddha said, no, it is not because your crops are gone, that's why you are unhappy. It is because you had craving for those crops. That's why now it has become suffering. There's a Dhammapada Gatha for this. So that's how Lord Buddha taught him, and then later on he became a Sotapana, he became a stream enter, Arya. So the whole world is not just farmers' incident, what happened at the time of Lord Buddha, is the incident of all beings. Because they have this liking and disliking, craving and aversion, it becomes obsession. That's why whatever they grasp, and it changes and it produces unsatisfactoriness. And then it goes on to something else, and then again unsatisfactoriness. So each time we experience unsatisfactoriness, we say this is not good, this is not good. But then we don't really look for the cause of unsatisfactoriness. For example, we depend on the sense objects. What do? We have said dissatisfaction with regard to any kind of sense feeling or any of the object of the senses, eye, ear. We go to another object of the senses, then to another. But then this thing is like this, just like this. Somebody cooks many dishes in their house. Okay. And before they are about to eat, some other persons come, maybe some robbers, maybe some thieves or whatever, some rowdies or whatever it is. They come, they eat all the food and they throw away the dishes here and there and then they leave. And then this family members say, oh yeah, we have nothing to eat. All our food is gone. This is exactly what our craving and aversion does to us. It gives us the impression that we will be happy. And when we are thinking we are about to be happy, that's the nature of our defilement. It just satisfies itself, not the person. And the person is left with unsatisfactoriness. The defilement, when the greed arises, it seeks its object, it gets its object, and then it goes away. So the only thing that is satisfied is the defilement, not us. We still remain dissatisfied. Then it goes to another object of liking or disliking, greed or hatred, whatever it is. And then again, it is the defilement that is running our mind. This is the defilement that is basically controlling and enjoying, not us. And then our problem is we think these defilements are good. The robbers who came to our house, ate all the food and threw away the dishes and left. We thought those robbers were good. You might be thinking, oh, what's silly? That's not possible. But that's the nature of your mind. That's how the mind is working all the time. These are external robbers. We can see them. Do we see our internal robbers? Do we understand our internal robbers? These obsessions of liking, disliking, ignorance, do we really see them? Do we really know them? Now I just changed this story. These robbers earlier came as robbers, but then if they did not come as robbers, if they disguised them as your neighbors or your relatives or somebody, then nicely come and eat all your food and then talk nicely and leave, but then ultimately you lose the food. Then we are not easily angered by this guest. Oh, they were guests, they ate the food, what could we do? But they were not guests. They were ultimately robbers. They took disguise. That's exactly what our defilements of our greed, hatred, ignorance does to us. They are disguised. So we think, oh, they are just friends. They are just our friends. They are not robbers. They seek ease of our heart, not disease, unease, but they actually seek unease of our heart. They never seek ease of our heart. And if we never understand this, if we never practice like this, then we can never overcome them. We will always think it is okay to have these things, big or small, when it is not okay to have these things. But as I said, it is a strong obsession. So when these defilements are not there, when we are not obsessed with these sense objects for some time, and then old habits, mind tends to go there, mind tends to think, mind tends to proliferate about them. And after proliferation, it goes in that direction. So you repeat the similar actions. But if we observe when they are proliferating, this is proliferation. This is taking away of our ease. This is robbing me of my ease. This is cheating. The defilements are actually trying to cheat. By creating a pressure in the mind, they're trying to cheat us. They're trying to rob us in a tactful way. Sometimes people just come and show you a gun and take your money. Sometimes they talk nicely or put pressure through your friends and relatives and take your money. But both are stealing. Both are robbery. One is in a roundabout way, one is a straightforward way. Our defilements generally do in a roundabout way. That's why we never think bad of them. So when we try to stay away from them, then they create these tricks. They can create these impressions in the mind. They can create these pressures in the mind. They can create these wrong views in the mind, and then so that we can go in their direction. So the mindfulness we apply to see whether they are directly stealing or indirectly stealing. Our practice of mindfulness is to see them, whether they are directly attacking or indirectly attacking. If they are directly attacking, we know, oh, this is direct. Most of the time, it's easier to find out. But if they are indirectly doing from backside, doing in a disguise, we don't. Initially, we don't. So we observe them, but we don't react on them so easily. We observe them. And this is why so important it is to have the practice of patiently letting go, patiently enduring and letting go. That's why the Lord Buddha said, the patience is the highest austerity. If we are able to patiently endure and let go, then we can overcome them. But if we do not have this khanti, this patient endurance, with regard, sometimes you see, we as many people sometimes tell us many things. Some of them are absolutely useless, but we don't say much. We bear with them, or we just hear and say nothing about this. But then when our mind is telling us useless things, that time we have very little or no patient endurance, no khanti. Then we do. I need to do this. I will do this now. Based on greed, hatred, whatever. There we have no real patient endurance. The real patient endurance is about our moods and emotions and feelings of satisfaction and dissatisfactions. This is where we need to practice our real patient endurance, real khanti. And this is where we do not practice it. That's why we can never gain strength in our practice. But this is where if we learn and endure and practice again and again, then this is the strengthening of our mindfulness. This is the strengthening of our real mental power. So having mindfulness, having patient endurance with regard to our own feelings and emotions and thoughts, all kinds of things. This is how we must build up our practice. This is how, otherwise, without doing this, we cannot. Nobody will do it. For us, we also cannot do. And then it will never happen. So our unease of heart will not go away. It will never go away. But when we see this, our obsessions again and again, whether they are directly coming or indirectly coming, we see them, we patiently understand and let go, then we can finally understand all their tricks, all their whatever things they play on our mind, and whatever unhappiness they create. Then we can overcome them. And not in a day. I'm not saying after hearing this discourse he will be enlightened, or by the end of this month he will be enlightened, or by the end of this year he will be enlightened. Maybe not. Mostly not. Mostly not. Or by the end of this life also, mostly not. But then you must understand, if you do not do, then you will never be. If you do not do, then you will always have unease and disease of your heart. It will never go away. So if you are having metta for yourself, then you must do now. Not wait for another day. Not wait for another life. Not wait for another time. Because, as Lord Buddha says, Ajeva kichangata panko janyamaranam save. Nahirang sangarang tena mahaserena. Whatever you must do, do today. Who knows when death will come? Because if death comes, then there is no bargaining with it. Bargaining with the army of death. Then we can't bargain. We can't say, oh, come tomorrow, come day after, come 10 days later. I'm busy now. Can't say like this. So our life is short. Our life is short. Very short. 100 years is how much? Nothing. Nowadays, nobody lives for 100 years. But I'm saying, even if people were to live for 100 years, it's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just they are born, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, finish. Just like that. Just like that. By tomorrow, I'll be 42 years old. I was just born. Some days, some months, some years before. Then these 42 years have gone without understanding. 50%, maybe more than 50% of my life is finished. Nobody knows how long we are going to live. And nobody can give, no doctor gives us guarantee. Okay, I give you a certificate, you live for 100 years. And after you die, who will go to court and fight? Your relatives may go, but then it's of no use because you are already dead. So it is, even doctors also don't give. Nobody gives. Some astrologers give, it seems. But I tell you one incident. One of my cousin, some astrologer said he would live for 75 to 80. He died at the age of 24. That's my own first cousin. So don't believe that. Huh? It is dangerous to believe such things. You never know. So the thing is, we develop this mindfulness, we develop this patient endurance, Kanti, as the cornerstone of our practice. And keep practicing Dana, Sila, Bhavana. When we do it like this, then automatically it will be all associated with wisdom, wisely practicing, wisely developing, wisely going towards Nibbana. So with this, we will conclude today's discourse, and all the donors of today, may they all receive the merits of this Parita chanting and meditation and all the Dhamma Desana and all the meritorious actions, and all of you also, all the lay devotees may receive all these merits. May all living beings receive these merits and be happy and attain to the bliss of Nibbana.
Yes, Vedavani Pasika, Kalakasa, Chitan, Pasika, Pasika, Vedavani Pasika, Chitan, Pasika.
What a inspiring and insightful discourse given by Venerable Sugatananda Bhante. What a Dhamma bliss. The Buddha says, Dhamma piti sukham seti vipassannena cetasa. We dwell at peace and bliss when we contemplate and understand the Dhamma. With Dhamma insight, we truly live very blissfully. One who tests the Dhamma, and that bliss is the supreme bliss. And Bhante has told you from his own experience and his own practice, very, very practical Dhamma Desana today. I hope we are so grateful on behalf of the Sangha and all of you for Bhante's wonderful discourse. Okay, so by doing the puja, meditation, and the Dhamma Desana, listening to the Dhamma and discussing the Dhamma, it is equally meritorious for the listeners and the giver. We will now dedicate this punya, which we have accrued through these meritorious deeds. We will dedicate to Mother V.S. Vedavali. She is the mother of Mrs. S. Nalini. And today, Mrs. Nalini has offered dana to the Sangha. And also we will dedicate to Mr. Chetan, who passed away recently. He is the brother of Atulya, one of our Kala student. So in Mr. Chetan's name, Mr. Raju and family, you have offered the dana today. First we will do this merit sharing and afterwards the blessings for the other donors. So Upasaka, he will be doing on behalf of you. Yeah, you also repeat up to me. I will say in Pali, you please repeat. Kalakatassa me matuno upasika Vedavali iti upasikaya Chetan iti upasakasa Punyanthaya imang danang bhikkhu sanghassa dema dutiyampi kalakatassa Vedavali VS Vedavali iti upasikaya Chetan iti upasakasa Punyanthaya imang danang bhikkhu sanghassa dema tatiyampi kalakatassa VS Vedavali iti upasikaya Chetan iti upasakassa Punyanthaya imang danang bhikkhu sanghassa dema akasatthacha bhummatha devanaga mahithikam punyantang anumoditva cirang rakhantu sasanang cirang rakhantu desanang cirang rakhantu mang parang ettavataca ammehi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhiya nibbana sampatti siddhiya idanno Jnati-nang hotu sukhita hontu Jnatayom idanno Jnati-nang hotu sukhita hontu Jnatayo idanno Jnati-nang hotu sukhita hontu Jnatayo Yatha vari vahapura karipure isagaram evameva itote petanam upakappatu yatha vari vahapura paripurenti sagaram evameva itotenna petanam upakappatu yatha vari vahapura paripurenti sagaram evameva hitotenna petanam upakappatu sadhu sadhu sadhu. May all this punya we dedicate to Mrs. V.S. Vedavali, the mother of Nalini, and Mr. Chetan, who passed away. May all this punya reaches to you wherever this upasaka and upasika you have burned. May all this punya conduce to your spiritual growth and progress. And may the blessings of Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Padebantiji, Kasabanti, and all the Sangha members be with you, and may you keep continuing the path of Dhamma and attain to the ultimate bliss of Nibbana. We would like to bless ABM Samaj Prabodhan Sanstha Pune for offering the 5 oxygen concentrators for the hospital. May your dana bear great merits. May this punya reaches to you and all the members, and may you always be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Also, a lot of blessings and metta to Vasika Evelyn for dedicating the Sanghadana to all the Sangha members. May you be well and happy. May you enjoy good health, happiness, and peace of mind. And keep practicing and continuing on the path of Dhamma and attain to the ultimate bliss of liberation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So we will now bless everybody, to all of our Upasakas and Upasikas, and we chant now Metta to all of you. Sukhi bhaveyang nidukho ahang necha ahang viya hitacha me sukhi bhavtu Majata jataverino Imamiga maketami Sata hontu sukhi sada Tato parancha rachesu Chakavale suchantunam Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May the blessings of Buddha Dhamma Sangha surround your lives with wisdom and well-being. We bless every one of you who joined this Sunday morning program. May you and your family members be well and happy. May those who are suffering be free from suffering. Those who are in dangers be free from dangers. Those who are in illness, may they free from their sickness. A lot of blessings from all of us. And we conclude here this program. We will have the Kannada discourse at 12:30 and afternoon 5 p.m. We usually Pantejಯವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ 12:30ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರವಚನ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿ 12:30 ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಂಜೆ 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರವಚನ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅನಂತ ಬಂತೇಜ್ ಪೂಜಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅನಂತ ಬಂತೇಜಿಯವರೇ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಾಧು ಸಾಧು ಸಾಧು. ಓಕೆ, ನಮೋ ಬುದ್ಧಾಯ. सुनते मेरे सिर्फ कन्नड़ा